It's been 1 week since these families lost their only legal path into the United States after their asylum requests were canceled as Donald Trump took office. Now, for many, their status in Mexico is also in jeopardy. In Tijuana's largest migrant shelter, the initial shock of the news has given way to confusion and uncertainty, especially for Central and South American asylum seekers. In the absence of official information, it falls on religious leaders to provide hope, comfort, and political context.
These are difficult times for this community. The doors have closed right now, but if we fight a fair battle in the courts, you will see, as we saw 8 years ago, God will open the doors.
Pastor Gustavo Banda's message to his congregation is clear. Don't despair. We've seen this before, and this too shall pass. But waiting here is not without its risks. Guatemalan Yuri is living proof, and she remains too scared to show her face. She and her siblings were kidnapped as they arrived in Tijuana for their CBP-1 appointment last week. They were freed only after a relative in the U.S. paid $9,000 to the kidnappers.
We feel like small birds in a cage. We can't leave this place for fear it will happen again. But also, we can't stay here for much longer because we need to work to help our children back home.
The cancellation of asylum appointments has left tens of thousands in legal limbo here, with some difficult choices ahead. On one hand, if they remain in Mexico without legal status, they won't have access to jobs or other services and could eventually face deportation. But if they claim asylum here, that will likely disqualify them from doing so in the U.S. later on if things change. Many here simply don't have a choice to go back home, facing very real death threats if they return to the places they fled. But others have had enough.
We wanted to do things right according to the law and reunite with our families, but overnight, our dreams became a nightmare.
For now, Jimmy is giving up on seeing his 3 teenage daughters, at least not anytime soon. Instead, he's heading back south, sending what the U.S. government hopes is a message for all would-be migrants against even trying to reach their border. Julia Galiano, Al Jazeera, Tijuana, Mexico.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.